I feel a lot happier. Uh-oh. Shoot. What happened? I don't know what's going on. Something's up with my streaming software. But I think we're here. I think we're good. I think, yeah. Welcome to Under Construction. I'm your host, Ellis, otherwise known as the Admiral. Sometimes when I say it with that cadence, I really think of Zisto, who is probably one of my favorite little YouTubers. Well, yeah, I guess he's pretty little. The Zombie Pigman himself. Anyway, we are trying to get some stuff done today on the not scenery side. We did a lot of scenery side stuff last time, so we're having another... Nope. No. Nope. Nope. No firsts. No firsts. Nope. For verboten. No firsts allowed. That's one of the things I've actually done on my channel since the very beginning, is anyone that writes first, I just delete their comment. I don't know why. It's always one of those YouTube things. Anyway, yeah, okay, we're good. We gotta do an AI heavy episode today, I think. So I'm just gonna jump into the scenario normally. And just let it go. I mean, where... So a couple of things. The thing we did last time was the OL1, the branch line job. We did a bit of work on the AI there. And... Okay, pre-caching content. Interesting. That is what I'm most curious to see if it works. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that we do need to do in terms of automation and operation and, of course, scenery. But this is where we're going to jump in. Mostly because I just need to get the ball rolling. I need to get my head in a under construction sort of space. And, yeah, we're starting wicked early because we're going to end off early because Gloria and I now have slightly different work schedules. Well, Gloria has a new job, and so a new work schedule. And I... by consequence, am changing my work schedule slightly. Oh, okay. Master Badger tempts me. So he will suffer. Good evening, Pat. You've been up since very early. In the early morning rain. I don't have a standardized position for where the chat window is, so running into that is a problem and being able to see where, or what everyone's saying. I'm gonna look at our schedules here. The first time that I don't have, aside from the stuff that's before 5 p.m., is some things in the passenger schedule that are like after 6:30 or so. So we don't have a lot to pay attention to there. But I should probably take note of when these different switching movements happen. Like, for example, the MLOL and this, the OB1, I don't have a time written down for when it accesses the caboose track and stuff like that. It is really dark and hard to see. Yeah, I know. It is also hard for me to see. Here, let's get some contrast. Let's just have a silhouette. I can't really do anything about the fact that it's dark. It just is dark. It's, you know, it's 5 a.m. Of course it's dark. Turn up the gain on your monitor. It is visible for me, but I know this monitor has always been pretty bright. Because I've always played Minecraft on Moody. Also... Oh, okay, never mind. I've always played Minecraft on Moody, and I never really had a problem. But yeah, Flying Dragon, we are so early because I and Gloria both now work earlier in the morning. Gloria used to work like a short shift in the afternoon at a Family Dollar, and now they work a full day, like a full 8 hours and lunch, at oh yes, the big steam cap. That's not normal. Full 8 hours and lunch at the Biltmore, which is like the fanciest hotel in Rhode Island. And hello. On account of that, they now work a shift from 8 a.m. to about 4:30, and I am also working that same time now. By the way, Ellis, do you know how to make AI go over a turntable? Yeah, that's a problem we should figure. Oh, go over, like drive from one side to the other, or like pull onto it? Because the answer is yes, asterisk, asterisk. Point is, we're now getting up at 7 a.m. instead of 8 or 9 in the morning. And I myself am now getting up earlier, going home earlier. I can start these things earlier, which is not really a major benefit to anybody, except for myself having more time in the evenings. And in this case, I'm starting this early so I can edit early so that we can watch John Wick Chapter 3. If you watch the real list, pull onto it, turn it, and go over to a train to couple up. Okay, yeah. So, let me explain something about turntables once I get done with this. Point is, if you've been following the real list, you know that John Wick Chapter 3 is the next thing on the list, and then the new John Wick, Part 4, has to come out. Okay, this was 5:04, by the way. I'm going to write that down on switch lists. 5:04 a.m. That's one of the things I need to put down. This guy's sort of going to be our focus. I know we've watched him drive around plenty, but... So, hey Ryan. Hope all is well with you. So, Trainz 2009, I don't think it should be functionally different, but here's the thing. This will be easier to see in Surveyor because the signals are invisible. However, there are two signals at the end of the turntable bridge here, and a track mark very close to the end. As close to the end as I can get it with the radius, that the train will not automatically stop because it's reached the end of track. So, yeah. It's really, really, really finicky. And, oh, we gotta do not Tetris, by the way. I just am trying to get the ball rolling here. Once this guy gets out onto the main line, or onto the branch line, and we can pay attention to him a little less, and I have less to mark down, then we can go play some not Tetris. So, the trick is, you need to get one, if not two signals right on the end of the turntable bridge, as close together as you can get them without them interfering, and a track mark that is as close to the end as possible without the driver saying, no, I won't drive because it's the end of track. You'll notice that throughout everything I have built, like you can see them here, I have little things, which you can't see them here because they're invisible. I have little tracks hanging off the back of these tracks. The reason for that is, and these tracks and every single dead-end track has a piece of invisible track that's probably about 20 feet long, 40 feet long, hanging off the back end of it. And the reason for that is, yes, trains will pull right up to a red signal and stop, but they will give about, 10 feet or so, generously, before they stop at the end of track no matter what is there. So if you tell it to pull up to the red signal, if you put a track mark right at the end here, it'll pull up to over here and it'll stop. Because it doesn't want to get any closer to the end of track. Which is why I'm perplexed that we had that incident the other day of the Mikado going off the end of the track into the Magic Railroad. Because they don't do that, okay? Now, the issue is, you cannot attach a piece of invisible track to a turntable bridge when it's cocked over here. Especially, This turntable is a really good example because it starts with, you know, an attachment at either end, but I'm trying to pull an engine out of this door. Out of this door here. I'm not sure if you can see my cursor, but there. Can you guys see my cursor? I don't know. Tell me if you can or you can't. Oh, you can. Never mind. You can. Pulling out of this door. Oh, hey, Redding. Also, hey, Mopac, I tell, and everybody else. If I didn't say hi to you, I want to pull an engine out of this door. I have to have the turntable rotate to here, which you got to do. There are two commands that you can use for it. One is the input table sort of shenaniganry that we use to run the turntable in this case. There is a much newer and simpler command, but it has a limitation, which is that you can't tell the turntable go to X position. You just have to say go to the left or go to the right. This is problematic if I forget where the turntable bridge needs to be. Or if I forget where I left it. You know, what this does, what the current command does, is it helps make sure that the turntable bridge always goes back to the exact same spot when I'm using it, or when I'm done using it, or when I need to use it again. It's like checking the lint filter in your dryer when you put clothes in, even though you always check it when you take clothes out. It's like, yeah, it should be empty because I would have checked it already, but if I forgot last time, I'm going to check it again. So this makes sure that it's lined up right. So then this is hanging off the end here. Go to the content manager and try to download it. This route or the command? You're going to need the command. You're going to need at least one of these commands. And I can talk about the commands themselves a little bit later, because we're going to have to look at the Valley Line train, because that's going to be a situation where we're having a turntable problem. Anyway, so I can't put a hanger on the end of this track. I can't put an invisible stub connection. The command probably exists. It might exist. The old one anyway, because I think the old one was for 2006. I don't think I ever used it, but I think it was. It has to do with the input table command. There's nothing on this. We already went past the turntable commands on this, but anyway. Point is, Skip is stuck in awaiting new instructions, because of course he is. What the hell are you? Whatever, you know what? You'll figure it out. Name of the command. I need to go find it, but I'll get you that. So, it needs to pull out onto here, which means you can't use, like, the last 10-15 feet of... Mopac, that's unfortunate. You can't use the last 10 to 15 feet of the bridge, so you need to have a turntable bridge that's longer than the engine that you're trying to pull onto the turntable bridge, like substantially longer, if you are pulling it onto a dead end, you know, like when it's aligned this way. Then you need those signals, again, at least two, or at least one, but two works better. And then a track mark strategically placed so that the train will pull up as far as it will go. Then, once it's on the bridge, I usually give it a rest, 5 seconds of command to get it to stop. Also, you want a low speed limit, like 10 miles an hour tops, heading onto your turntable bridge. You could have it higher if you're hoping that it's going to like roll a little bit, if you need to squeeze just a couple extra feet out of it, but I wouldn't. Apparently Duke is really stuck. Who is Duke? Because I just saw that twice. Duke. Stuck. 1192. How on earth are you stuck? You just need to use a speed limit sign. Manual control is disabled. That's aligned. That's aligned. That's aligned. Why isn't it set to go? Hello, Orion. We may need to hop out and try this again, because this is a weird thing that's definitely not supposed to happen. Duke is stuck and awaiting new instructions. How and why? Oh, shoot, because we changed the thing. Okay, okay. So it's missing the interlocking tower command. Why is it missing the interlocking tower command? Because we changed out the interlocking tower command. This is train, sorry. This is train 1192, or sorry, locomotive 1192. So we need to go find that. Alright, we're out of driver already. We already broke it. Which is good, because it means I can show you the thing. Maybe we are going to do not Tetris this time. Tyler, you might be in luck. If Tyler's still here. So yeah. Once we get a little bit further here, then we can go back and try that again. But I need to fix what I was frantically adjusting at the end of last episode. Which, first of all, before we screw anything up, onto the route layer we go. And this is the very first train. It's this guy right here, I think. No, wait. It's not this guy right here, is it? Because these are like the ones before thing. That's you. No? You? That's 1112. 1186. 1136. This must be 1192. Okay. 1192 is sitting at, because this should help us figure it out, is sitting at commuter 4. And we'll check that in a second. But first, we go into edit session, driver command, and let's go find the turntable command. It is just, I think, yeah, it's just move turntable. It was made for Trainz 2006, so you should have it in 09. It's definitely on the download station. Also, this move to train at track mark is going to be really important. We do that later. This is the newer one, move turntable. I don't know if it works or is available for Trainz 2009, but I would try to find it if you're doing simple stuff. It's a lot easier to deal with, because you also need to use input table to create the turntables. So turntable, comma, the name of the turntable, comma, the number of, like, positions that the turntable could have. That's important. It works in tandem. I don't know what earlier video I would have been working on turntable stuff in, but we're going to do a little bit of turntable stuff this episode, I think, if you hang on. But otherwise, we need to figure this out. So, the thing with 1192 is, so it calls express start, and then it calls all stops. Now, the other train, which is, I think it just uses the beach towel special one, but, sorry, commuter, express 1. Yeah, it pulls from the beach towel special library. But we're not looking at that. We are looking at north side passenger. We're looking at north side commuter express start, right? That's what I just said. And we need track 2 southbound to track 4 at all of north interlocking. Now, why wouldn't this work? So it drives via GE north staging edge 2, and then track 2 southbound to track 4. So, first things first, north edge 2, that's right here, all the way to here. GE ONI track 2 southbound to track 4. So, it doesn't pull the right arrangement, right? Because, oh, I think I know what's happening. Because I'm going to have to take a look at it again. We're going to have to watch this play out, I think. Because it is pulling let's see. North staging. Commuter 4. Append commands from library. Insert commands from library. That's the difference. This is insert, this is append. One of the things that I think originally I wanted it to all be insert. Or no, I thought I originally wanted it all to be append, but instead it seems to all be insert. So if we're going to use all insert, that means I need to standardize that. I should have looked at the other ones before we did that, because now we've screwed it up, and now we need to fix it. So this has got to be insert commands from library, GER, Northside Commuter Express start. Or these also have to be append, one of the two. The reason I wanted these to be append is because they're one after another. When you have them one after another, I don't want it to try and slide the commands in here and then pick up these afterward. I want it to pick up the two commands, put them here, and then hit this, and then put the other ones in after that. So I might just put an append here, instead of making this insert. Functionally, it won't be any different, but GR Northside Commuter all stops. So let's just copy commands from append from library, Northside Commuter all stops. Yeah, insert, append. That's what it was. We'll just use append for both of them. Copy commands from, append from library, all stops. This will be slightly annoying, I apologize. Append from library, all stops. Okay, so while we do this, I'll have some food for thought, which is something I was ruminating on earlier today. What do you think is the single piece of clothing that you've worn the most? Like, maybe excluding, like, I don't know, there are probably some pieces of, like, underwear or something, or socks that have just been in my rotation a lot. Because I only have a handful of pairs of black socks, for example, and I wear them a lot for work. So it's like they get in there, then they get washed, and then they go back in the drawer, and then they're back on my feet within, like, you know, the span of a week. I'm wearing them one day out of 7, which is probably really common. S60 Volvo t-shirt that I got from my dad. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I think my t-shirts are probably pretty low on the list. I was thinking maybe the only thing that might beat out, like, a piece of, you know, socks or whatever, or underwear or something, you know, something that is a small rotation that I wash and wear very frequently, it's gotta be a jacket. It's gotta be like a coat, you know? A coat that I wear every single day of the winter, you know, every single day of an entire season, or 2 entire seasons if it's like a lighter coat. Northside Commuter all stops. I have to have worn some of these, like, you know, there aren't any shirts the same as that one. Wow. Sorry for the swearing. Where did you swear? What? Huh? Append commands from blah, 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 all stops. Okay. The thing is, this should be the same on all of them. Append from library, commuter, all stops. Yeah, I said library, deal with it. No, beach towel special. Append from library, all stops. And then the rest of these should be fine. So now we need to check this. The other thing that we should do while we're here, let's see, is there anything operational that we can do while we're here? Because we need to figure out why the signals on the branch line screw up. Now, I'm going to look at the position of this, right? And I want to look at... The issue with the PRR signals, I think, is they have too many aspects. They just aren't happy. Even these, I mean, these only have three, like, technically they only should have three aspects. But I have them set on block length 1, yellow or red for most restrictive indication. Signal type automatic, configuration mode basic. That was one of the things. I set them to automatic, which that was like the most recent change because I want to see. I just want these to work, man. Block length 2 seems like they should be green and they should not be saying like good ahead for 2 blocks, you know? If I put this down, where is the red, you know? It's giving us a yellow, but the next signal is also yellow, which is this one. You know, it doesn't make sense. I don't understand. But if I'm gonna put on, let's see, can I switch this to block length of 1 and see what happens? 1. Oh no, that's 3. 1. Now it's showing a V-bar. That's interesting. Although I kind of wish, couldn't we go more rudimentary? Yeah, hypothetically. I mean, I don't really have. Hold on. I don't have many of these US and S semaphores. I kind of want them. But the thing is, I shouldn't need to set these to block length of 1 to get a green aspect out of them. And it should be fine with block length of 2. I mean, if I grab these, right, and I say, let's see. I don't actually have all these downloaded. And I say, look at this one, right? This one is diverging route, switch direction, let's see. Switch direction is left for the diverging route. Left. Route speed medium. Signal type, automatic. Oh, it doesn't matter. Also, I can slide this to be behind the yard limit sign. So that the signs are in sort of the right order. But now that's showing a yellow. Actually, it's technically showing a green according to the map, but that doesn't make any sense to me. And then this is showing a green according to the map, it looks like. But it's showing a V-bar. So it must be not these signals, but instead the combination of signals that is the problem. Which would kind of make sense, actually. So let's just see if we can fix this to speed up the other trains. If this is the way it works, if this is the problem, right? Then if we throw down a signal here that is this kind, and I know this is attached to GEML Gerald Road. I'm just going to set this to automatic. I'm going to put this over here. And I'm going to just double check the interlocking tower. Where is it? Where did I put it? It's over here. It's in the field. Let's see. Okay, so it looks like these are still... Also, this is broken. It looks like these are fine because I didn't delete all the things called Gerald Road northbound. That's why you do things in the right order. I'm also going to take these signals because I might do something fancier with them later. I'm going to take these signals. And I don't have one here, do I? I kind of want like an approach signal for this. Oh, look, here's a friggin' pedestal dwarf. These guys are pains in my behind. Go away. Oh, there's a dwarf right here. Which, interesting. That's kind of, that makes sense that I would put that there. That's a canary one. Or the overhead one. This one. Okay. So we'll put that there. And I mean, kind of the reality is you have to go overkill with the signals. I don't love that, but that's the way it is sometimes. Oh, and I did grab these for the entrances to the sidings, which is what I was wanting to do. Okay. Okay. I think we may have solved it. Seeing a V-bar is a really good sign. Yes, baby? No. She's weird. Yes, I am. Okay, so I don't know if there's anything else we can do right now. I am going to set... I'm going to delete replace fixed signals on the valley line from my to-do list because I think they are fixed. I think. I don't know. I think the big thing is going to be getting rid of a lot of pedestal dwarfs. Hi. Because apparently there are not the pedestal dwarfs, but like the big ones. Exit surveyor, save. And I'm going to have to disappear for a moment, and I'll be back after we restart the sim. And then maybe we'll play some Not Tetris. I know that's what you guys want. One second. Alright, let's play this. And we'll just go back to where we were, and hopefully we will sit with the commuter train, and hopefully it will do what needs to be done. It will do the needful. I don't have a lot of semaphores that I'm in love with. I need to probably pick up a set of USNS style semaphores from the DLS. Those might be useful in places. If anyone still has semaphores, it would probably be... And you think I'm going to say... it would probably be the VMR because they're cheap as hell. But no, in fact, I think it would more likely be the, see, append, and then append. I think it would more likely be the Zion and Skyline, because they're just old school. That's just the way they are. I am going to use the bathroom, and by the time I come back, maybe this train will be on the move. Everybody take 5, get a drink of water, take a leak, whatever you need to do. I'm just going to mute my mic, and I will see you guys in a couple minutes. Well, that timing almost couldn't have been better. And would you look at that? The commands are the right way around. So, with that in mind, I think we're fine with this. And I also think, and I kind of wish I could just switch back and forth willy-nilly, but I think that we're pretty fine with... What happened to Mick? Why is the emergency braking? Let's figure out where our buddy is. There he is. The question is, do we follow him or do we follow the other commuter train? I mean, either way, we're going to be playing not Tetris, so... So there's this, and then... Where Tetris? Working on it. Oh, I know why Mick had to do the thing. This will help me mark down when stuff happens, but the other one, I'm actually sort of curious about the performance, so it's not the biggest deal if we miss this one. The other one I genuinely have to pay attention to. I probably could have saved myself a bit of loading had I sort of done things the right way around. This guy is waiting because this guy is sitting for 2 minutes because he rolled through the signal like a donkey. Because he threw the switch at the last second. And I should just have him throw those switches in advance before he pulls into the yard so that none of this is a surprise. Because right now, you know, I'm going to write that down. What locomotive is this? I mean, I know what train it is, but what locomotive is this? This is 1105. Goals, automation. 1105 needs to set switches before entering interlocking. I want this to be as smooth as freaking possible. Because if we look, we got a switch there, switch there, switch there, switch there. Switch there, switch there. These are all under yard control, including this one. And then we have this one, which is not. And the thing is, there is a signal here, which denotates the end of the block. And I think that's actually facing this way. I don't know which way that signal is facing. Actually, I think it's facing trains coming into the signal block, which would make a lot more sense. But yeah, it needs to throw this switch. Did this one just get thrown? Or no, this one just got thrown. Okay, that's the deal. Because it throws this one, and then it automatically goes to this. But there is a signal here. So I'm not entirely certain what the deal is. Oh no, I think it throws that one and then it automatically gets set back. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe there's a way we can do it in the interlocking tower. Not entirely sure. We'll have to explore that a little bit, but I don't want these things holding the schedule up. You are waiting. Yeah, look at that. It just... Somebody's throwing switches. Somebody's hitting switches. It's... I don't know who it is, actually. But somebody is. 3D humans are horrific. Trains arrive slow in the main line. They should be coming in fast. What, on here? Oh, what? In staging? Because they sort of mosey on in, and then they get a speed limit here when they exit staging. But other than that, yeah, no, they're just they come in slow. I think I'm gonna just watch this one. I can just maneuver the camera around myself. Where is he? Probably driving around right now. There he is. Oh, I saw a puff of smoke. There we go. He's moseying. I'm sure there's nothing wrong with that juddering. It's mostly just because I'm moving the camera. It doesn't like me moving the camera, unsurprisingly. Solid, like, 50% of my CPU being used up here. Let's see. There we go, there we go, there we go. It's gonna get all these, it's gonna pull up to over here, and then it's gonna back down. I don't know what the command for him is right now, but I'm not gonna find out because I like being able to just hit 2 and jump right back to this. Trains Across America, episode 69. Okay. Should I look for a Stargate? I mean, if you don't mind, I was gonna sort of, you know, do they have a 150%? They have a... I mean, they're rare, but they do exist. Are you talking about a gate or a page? Because the pages are in the pages are in the dungeons. The gates are in the world. They're just hanging out in the world. Yeah, I mean, look for pages. They're in certain chests. They're in treasure rooms and stuff in the lowest level of the dungeons. If you find one, let me know. But we also still need to find a Stargate. There's probably a Stargate like model in Trainz. I should include one on the map somewhere. I'm gonna need to mark this down at what, 5:14 for this guy pulling out of the track here. A chunk. Then go. Go forward. Okay. 5:14 a.m. Oh, it's 5:13. Well, 5:13 a.m. then. Alright, good luck, buddy. Bye, buddy. Hope you find your dad. Alright, so the local is gone. Don't know where the express is. Probably around here somewhere. There's Mick. Jane is on the way. Skip is up there. The Waz is on the line where he's supposed to be. Hi, Lafayette. Alright. You ready to go yet? How long is this supposed to last? 5 minutes? 5 minutes. Skip says all tasks are complete. Where is Skip? What is Skip? I didn't think anything was going to make it to the end yet. Skip is you. Jeff is stuck and waiting new instructions. Better not be. What is Jeff? Oh, that's you. Oh, you're figuring it out. Yeah, he gets stuck a few times. That's not super surprising. How long does this wait? 5 minutes is a long damn time. I mean, we could just take an on-foot tour of the, Oh, never mind. I'll be honest, this is kind of cool. What was that? Oh, we're listening to handbrake. That's a red signal. Buddy. Whatever, I guess red signals aren't important. Can I sit in the coaches? I can. Stand in the vestibule, I can be here in the windows. There's a thing in the roof. Huh. Alright. Didn't need that. Anyway. Let's see if we can hit 40 miles an hour on the run and how long it takes us. The older content managers are a little rough. Alright, this is about as fast as it goes. I see a V-bar. I like that. Is this the cab of a British engine? Why am I on the right? Or on the left? I mean, I know it's not an SP Atlantic, that's for sure. Some of the stuff on here would be fairly modern. The line was modernized more than once after it was converted to standard gauge. After the hurricane. But, oh, look at that. We're going at 40 miles an hour. You love to see it. I mean, you can call it whatever you want. Sledgehammer to the feet seems excessive, but I probably should have put on a stopwatch. We left at 5:15. Free. A trip to Mars for 900 empty jars. Burma shave. I always forget that I put those there. I'm just glad that we're moving. I mean, the real test will come when we get to the next thing. I guess it has... Oh, no, we're slowing down. Oh, we slowed down for a second. Now we're speeding back up. Oh man, I'd love to see this actually working at like a normal speed. Let's pace it on the road. It's gonna be neat when there's a trolley car pacing the train. This is what it's like to chase Essex, by the way. This is what it looks like. This is the first time I've had a train going through here at track speed that I was not in control of. We missed a spot. Let me make a note here. Missed a spot on the Scioto River before the crossing. Yeah, this is definitely reminding me of Chasing the Valley. Imagine if they had an Atlantic. Are there any... There aren't any operating Atlantics in the U.S., are there? There aren't very many surviving Atlantics in the U.S. In fact, I have a spreadsheet for this. But the only one I can think of is the Lindbergh engine. So, or is that an Atlantic, or is that a... That's a big 10-wheel. No, that's an Atlantic. Same boiler. They look pretty similar. Standards will do that to you. I don't like this cab. Also, this bridge is a little bit low compared to the first one. Also, the track is off-center, but I think that's intentional because there's a walkway. I feel like I've noticed that before. And I mean, this was supposed to emulate the Valley Line in Connecticut. That's what I was sort of hoping to see. So, yeah, you know. So the thing is, the way the camera moves around, it's supposed to move around basically automatically. Oh, I see a yellow signal and I don't like that. Why is there a yellow signal? Berg 3025, 3025, CNNI boy, CNW boy, and oh, of course, in 7002. Why did we slow down? Why do we have a yellow? I checked this earlier. Line ahead is clear for 1 block. What's up with the next signal? What do you mean the next signal's green? How is it clear for only 1 block? Line ahead is clear for 2 blocks. It shows a V bar or an H bar. What the hell? What is this? Why have you slowed down? I don't understand. I do not understand. I tested it in Surveyor and it worked, and it was saying line ahead is clear, and then I don't understand. Line ahead is clear for 2 blocks. Well, first of all, it shouldn't be saying that. It should just be saying clear. But is it because it's behind this signal? That isn't usually a problem. And also, what are the next signals? I mean, we have this one, which I should probably eliminate. We don't need that. We really don't need these here. And then I think that's... Oh, we have one right before the bridge, which... Yeah, okay, but we don't really need that one either. If I relax, I will come to a realization as to why this happens. Yeah, I bet. Operation Fix Valley Line Signals! Exclamation point, question mark. I can't... When we have multiple trains working in an area, more signals make sense, but these barely make sense with what we have, and also it just doesn't follow the issues that I'm having. Is there a signal here and then a signal there? Because that's dumb. That's dumb of me. Yeah, there's one here, and then there's one here. Which, man, I was really signal happy when I built this, I guess. I need to delete those. Because it seems to work sometimes. It seems to work if these aren't interfacing with any other signals. Don't worry. Oh god, I've forgotten how to pronounce your name again. Bryson? Bryson? You gave me the pronunciation before. I feel bad because you gave it to me before because I was confused. I don't want to call you Bryson. Well, Bryson sounds... Bryson. 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 With Verizon. No, Bryson. Okay. I apologize. It won't be the last time. I am so bad. But this is insanity. It's just gonna mosey on at 22 miles an hour for no reason until it gets close enough to see the other signal, and then it's gonna go, ah, yes, and then it's gonna gas it for 5 seconds, and then... but we need to know why it doesn't turn the engine around at the other end of the run. That's the other reason we're watching this. Because when I came back to it last time, the engine was still facing this direction, or sorry, it was still facing the other direction after running around the train. And I don't know how that happened. So that's the other reason we're watching this. We're watching that guy and we're watching this guy intermittently. So it's Jeff and whatever your name is. That's the issue. So many of these are idle or just waiting or whatever. Track is straight. Why is the speed limit only 20? The speed limit's 40. I don't know why it decides to go 22. We're having a signal problem. I'm ripping my hair out because we're having a signal problem. Because it's getting green signals, but they're not showing as green. That's the thing. And I don't know if it's... I've tried to change out the signals we're using. I've tried to adjust, like, track geometry and stuff like that. I don't really know what I'm going to do next. I don't know. I'm going to need to keep fiddling with signals until I can get it to reliably show me a green all the way. Or maybe I just need to... GMV North runaround. Maybe I just need to give up and force it to show me a green signal, like through commands or something. Or an interlocking tower, which would be such overkill for what we're trying to do here. But... oh, see, look, we picked it up again while we're in like a half mile of the thing. Nothing has changed. No signals, no switches have changed. It's just now it decides to, yeah, put an old section sticker and I'll be done. Now it's picked it up. Nothing's changed. It's just decided, you know? What insanity is this? Yeah, it's a slow order, we'll call it. But this is what it should be doing the whole way. There's no reason why it slows down like that. I cannot discern a reason why it slows down like that. Also, something's up with this. Look at that. And it's gonna say we ran a red, watch. No? Slow it back down to 22. But why? But why? I don't understand. But we need to do a bunch more stuff on the Valley Line to smooth out arrangements. Slow down to 22 because the speed limit was 25. No, the speed limit's 20... oh, yeah, no, here it did. Here it did. But over that stretch, it didn't. But I'm not even sure about that, because it should have slowed down to 25. Should it not have? 22 is a weird number, but you're probably right about that. It doesn't explain the other part. That's where I've been pulling my hair out. I don't care if it goes 22 in here. The speed limit is, in fact, 25. And this is, you know, practically yard area. I mean, I could maybe make this stretch 40 just through here all the way up to the bridge. But this is technically yard limits, so you wouldn't want to be going 40 through here. Anyway. At some point we're going to get out of this and we're going to have to go and, you know, actually build stuff. But, yeah, this is what we're doing today. I did some edits last time. We're trying to make sure those edits worked. And in some ways they did. In some ways they didn't. The other thing is, I fall asleep because of engine vibrations. Oh, diesel engine vibrations. I don't think that's too strange. Good to know, though. Easy way to get some rest. Hey, Mew. I'm gonna have to reduce the number of signals. Hi, Lafayette. This guy's gonna pull up and, why didn't you deco the other side of the bridge? What, here? Because this is all swampy. It is decorated. It's just decorated with grass and tree stumps. You can't really see the grass too well. Really helpful when I get my CDL. Honestly, it sounds like it'd be the opposite of helpful, but... I don't want to be falling asleep on the road. We need crossbucks here. Yeah, we need crossbucks here. Yeah, we're mostly going to be doing AI stuff for the first part of this stream. My other thing, like I said, is I'm wondering about this guy on the return trip not spinning around on the turntable properly, because that's a completely untested part. Hi, baby. I love you too. And then we're also going to keep an eye on this fine fella. Once he gets past the switching. Me?
Yeah. Whatever it was, he followed it.
So, funny you say that. It's funny you say that, Bryson. We had a runaway just run through the buffers a couple weeks ago. And that was one of the things that was really perplexing me. Also, look out for that tree branch. That's one of those we only keep it there because it doesn't quite touch the cab. Yeah, we had, so I don't know if it's going to come alive this time because of the issues that we've been having with the AI, but there is a Mikado in the engine house here in Olive. It's this one, with Lindsay. Which, boy, that fella sure looks like a Lindsay to me. Yes, baby. Yes. The purpose of this locomotive is it goes and it grabs Caboose and it couples to his train and it leaves after after some things happen in the yard here. Now, the final thing is it pulls into the runaround south. I think it is too long for that, but we'll see how that works out. Hi, Venkman. But instead, what this locomotive and driver did was drive out of the engine house, across the turntable, past the coaling tower, onto the yard track, into the yard, whatchamacallit, the sort of the tail track for the yard, all the way to the end and straight through the buffers onto the ground. And I don't know why it did that, but I gave it an extra command this time, so that hopefully it will not. Hi, Lafayette. What is the cat fact of the day, darling?
Did you know?
No.
In 1995, a kitten named Miss Greenie was exhibited in the Natural History Museum in Aarhus, Denmark, because of her green fur. Yes, you read that correctly. There is no clear explanation for the unusual fur coloring, but the vets think it might be due to the high levels of copper in the water.
Huh. Copper kitty.
So she got green fur.
Green furred cat. Who would want a cat with green fur?
I would love
Show
a
of
cat.
hands.
I would love a cat with green fur.
Thank you.
Because it's a cat.
Yeah.
Lafayette. Lafayette, give me this nose. Give me that nose. You give me the face. You give me the. You're a good boy. You're a good boy. Oh, oh.
And he's down. This guy's gonna try to drive forward for a little while, and he's gonna realize what's going on, and then he's gonna back up. There we go. There he goes. I don't know why that happens, but it happens every time, and it's not just in this maneuver. It's some quirk of the Trainz AI in general. So while we take our scenic ride, let's play some Not Tetris.
Use my house keys.
Yep. Make sure not to forget those next time. If you forget your house keys, you're gonna have a bad time. Oh, for God's sake, that's an awful start. Okay, that's not too bad.
Are you playing this game again?
I play it every week, darling.
This is the second time I've seen you play it.
I play it every week at the beginning of Under Construction. But this isn't the beginning, but I didn't have time at the beginning, so I'm doing it now.
I mean, understandable. Do it. Yeah.
Oh. Oh.
Oh.
Well, I don't think I'm going to be able to sneak a long one down into there, but it won't matter. Come on, drop. Ah. Let's see if we can be pixel perfect. We cannot. We cannot be pixel perfect. Put it over here. And then put that one over there, and then maybe this one right here. This is bad. I'm just gonna shove that down as hard as I can. You could say he busted his buffers.
I don't.
But yeah, I mean, we described the incident with the Mikado as him trying to go to the Magic Railroad, because he just plowed straight through the buffers and carried on. Well, not very far anyway, because it's Trainz and it's not Derail Valley, and you're not just going to go tumbling through the buffers and continue on. This is really bad, by the way. What?
Canned water.
Canned water, huh? Like
Yeah.
liquid death?
Yeah, kinda, but it wasn't liquid death. It was literally just a can, like a liquid, like a Coke can,
Yep.
and it said water.
Probably cheaper than a plastic bottle at this point. Or it might be, anyway. If you get that sweet, sweet 5-cent return.
And they put them in the fridges.
Oh, no! No!
They put them in the fridges for the residents of the hotel.
Are the drinks in the fridges at that hotel complimentary, or are they $17?
I have no idea.
Alright, I lost. You because you're stalking them. Alright, let's turn off Tetris for now. That was terrible. What if the Mikado was stalking Leslie Nielsen? That would also explain why it wrote off the end of track. So, number one, I know how the moon must feel. Number two, the deal with... Okay, there's two things that are going on here. Or that have to go on here. The first thing is, I need to put the other 4 cars up the other like 8 or 10 or however many stake cars we have hanging around.
I need you to put this on for me in just a second.
Okay. They should probably be spotted up here at the forestry instead of over here. Or instead of back at the main yard. Because we need those yard tracks for stuff. Wild logging railroad in its natural habitat. Yeah. Waza passed a signal of danger. Outstanding move. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no, 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 no. I forgot. I was using this guy to help concept and I left him there. Hold on. Hold on, I have a plan. Uh, delete train. There we go. Problem solved. Oh, hello there. Apparently this is what we're focused on now. Was there a... Alright, let's go back to here. I should have a time lapse of just this guy doing the shunting, because it's really kind of funny how he's, you know, how he'd be zipping in and out here. And I'm gonna have to write down that I need to fix that. Goals operation. Delete random train on Olive Branch. Oops! I had a feeling I was gonna forget that thing there too. Now the reason that we only have 1, 2, 3, 4 cars with us is because the forestry down here can only hold 45 logs at a time. And I don't want to go back with half of a carload. So I think actually, oh shoot, that's what we could do. We could have it take one of the cars, fill it up halfway, and then put it over here. And just stick it in with one of these sets. It actually wouldn't be that much extra work. That's an idea. I wonder how that would work. I should try this with 5 cars. Yeah.
Fell over too.
Oh.
I was trying to tuck the sheets. So what they do is they do sheet, comforter, sheet.
Yep.
Trying to tuck them under.
Were you okay?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't hurt anything, but I didn't have that.
Oh, yeah. Have some drugs. You had, oh, drugs.
Drugs and alcohol.
Alcohol's a drug. Let's do, shoot. Can I open the other door, please? There we go. I just want to see which cars have stuff in them and which don't. Did I make this with real scale? I sort of tried. That was one of the 2 stated goals that I had when I started this project. Was I want to build a real scale route, which is why there's 15 miles of track between Olive and Mason's Landing, and another 15 miles between Mason's Landing and Pan Am, and another 15 miles between Pan Am and Bellington and South Bellington. There's going to be ideally hundreds of miles of mainline when we're done. Alright, so we're going to grab this car, and then we're going to do some maneuvers. I'll be right back. Ready for you, quick. Ready. He's patiently waiting for me to get down to his mark. Do you think he knows that when I pull this out, I'm about to click it on my floor? Yeah.
I did. I
also in pain. Alright, yeah, no, 100% the computer will give out on me first. 50-mile route has taken him since 2009, maybe 2012. Yeesh. Love you. I mean, this is... Let's see. I mean, from tip to tail, I should measure it. I should just see what these guys have on the odometer when they run. I know that that isn't really a thing anymore. Actually, I guess it is from their start point, right? Hold on. Where's the furthest along passenger train? Why are you going backwards? Why are you going backwards? What's going on? Why are you going backwards? Oh, you couldn't get over to track 2. Why are you on track 4 instead of track 2? I'm just gonna delete you. Um, I'm gonna need to make a note about that. But it's at least 35 miles or so. Um, why does express train get lost? At end of schedule. Oh, whoops, wrong way. I want to go this way. Oh, what happened to you? Oh, wait, what? What happened to you? Oh, you did the crossover. Okay. Then what? Yeah, express train lost why? That's the question of the day. Um Road River Bridge track 2. And the other one should have just barreled straight through here and then gone to Road River Bridge track 2. But I don't know why it would have stopped and then backed up. Also, these switches don't have the exclusive interaction, it looks like. Yes, baby. It should do it automatically when you plug your headphones in. Man, I don't actually know if that have you used your headphones on this computer since I upgraded it? Yes. Okay, hold on. Let's try this. No. Alright, we're back. This guy is hopefully going to run to the end of track properly. This is something that I should be investigating and looking at. Also, 5:51 or 5:50 is definitely a time I should write down for Pan Am on the timetable. This would have been this train, train 207, 5:50 a.m. There we go. We put down another time, that's good. This guy is probably going to drive all the way to the Road River Bridge, which isn't really a bridge yet, it's just a hole in the ground. But, you know. Okay. Nope, he's stopping. He's slowing down. He's slowed down to 22 miles an hour. The Doom Road River Bridge 2. I don't know why it's going so slowly. Now it's down to 20. Oh, probably because there are no other signals. I'm gonna need to put in another signal bridge before the river. But at least he's still moving in the right direction. Perhaps. Oh, slowing down again. 15, 14, 13. I have no idea why on earth you would ever go backwards at this point. I have no idea why you would go backwards. It is directly in front of you and there's nothing between you and them. Nothing at all. Is there an aberration in the track? We're assuming direct control here. Go. Come on, you can do it. Unless I got my tracks screwed up with the things, which is a possibility. Why did they disappear when I zoom in? I did get my tracks screwed up. Do they disappear because these things are very long? I don't understand why do they disappear when I zoom in. Are they the only ones that do that? Yes. Why do they disappear when I zoom in? That is incredibly suspect. Are these pieces of track on a different layer or something, and that's causing problems? That's very weird. But the point is, the signal is on the wrong... The track marks are on the wrong tracks. Hold on. That's interesting. Alright, where is... We have a bit of a race going on. How quickly are you moving? It doesn't look like very quickly. Oh, never mind, you're going 40. Okay. Okay, I'm down for that. Now, will it slow down after the thing? Somewhere over there's a trolley car. I don't know where, but somewhere. It's actually like directly across. It's like right over there. There he is! Yeah, the question is, will this thing drop down to 20 when it passes the other doodad? That brave tram, yeah. The brave little tramster. I really hope he doesn't drop down to 20 miles an hour. I would just flip my desk. Waza is waiting for track clearance. What else is new? What is Waza? We're gonna see a derailment, by the way, but that's okay. We've passed a signal and nothing's exploded. Waza is stuck and needing new instructions. Let's just see about this guy crossing the signal here. How high up is the bridge? It's pretty damn high. That is the Poughkeepsie Bridge, which in real life is in, see, why? I don't know why this would happen. I don't understand. Slow down to 36. Then he picks back up. Okay, that's fine. Alright, now we need to check on this guy. What happened to you? Where are you trying to get? Oh, okay, you're fine. You're fine. You just take a lot of effort to get out of this because of the way that signal is. I should maybe push this junction down a little bit, or at least move the signal, so that he can get into the engine shed easily. But he's gonna drive all the way out on the main line and then pull back in. Man, whatever. Whatever. I ain't even mad. It's 5:58. So this guy started to do his maneuvers, which is good. That is a lot of Alco. They bring in a 40-car train or so. Which isn't that much, but, you know. Yeah, there he goes. Okay, so he's going to pull in. It's not going to be a big deal. Where is this guy? Jeff. Still bringing the loaded coal car, and then has to maneuver this. Okay. Yeah, I think I guessed right. Getting tired of this though. I want to build something. Oh, Duke passed a signal of danger. Outstanding. Which one is Duke? Oh, 1192 derailed at the end of track. That's fine. Unfortunately, oh, you want to see a train go over that bridge? Yeah, we can definitely arrange that. On this map it is. In real life it no longer has track over it. But that is the VMR, the Volga Mountains Railroad's main line. A lot of Alco actually spawns up here and then runs down the mountain. First thing it does is go across the bridge. In fact, there should be a train approaching this somewhere. Maybe not yet, because it's only whatever time it is. It's like 6 a.m. Yeah, okay. I don't think the first train is left yet, then. When does the first train leave? That's you. Oh, you leave in like 5 minutes. And then it takes maybe 40 minutes to get up there. So, I don't think we'll see a train go over that bridge today. But, it might happen. If I keep finding things to keep my eye on. Having a main line with a permanent 5-mile-an-hour speed restriction. Yeah, no, that's not good. Um, can I? Where's Jeff? There he is. Jeff Fafa? You. Are you done unloading? I feel like you would have been done unloading now. I feel like you would have figured this out by now. There he goes. Alright, wonderful. I need to look at something that someone sent me because they know more about this game than I do. There we go. No, not you. Not you. You! Oh yeah, it was the couple ahead command. Someone recommended the couple ahead command. Yeah, you can send me tips whenever the hell you want. I mean, I won't always take a tip because I'm stubborn, but I really do appreciate someone who knows something that I don't. Uh, I've spent so much time dealing with this godforsaken AI that, like, any little beacon of hope is so amazing. Any little beacon of, like, hey, there's this command that you've never heard of. I have lost it when people have told me, like, oh, there's, like the couple ahead command, which is something that I might really use in the near future here. Lafayette, what are you doing? Uh, but the move to train at track mark is, oh, so useful. Like, useful beyond words. Uh, skip. Oh, is stuck. Why are you stuck? What are you talking about? Drive to Butler Yard North 6. That's where you are. Oh, it's doing it again. This is what I'm talking about. It won't get this close to the buffers. Or to the end of track. Well, to the buffers in this case, because these guys have tail tracks. But that's as close as it's going to get. And that's as close as it wants to get. And it should just give up here and uncouple and go on. I don't know why it's not, actually. Never had this problem before. Kind of upsetting me right now. But you've made it. You're there. Whatever, you made it. I need to move the track marks slightly, I guess. Butler Yard, move track 2, 4, 6, 8, track marks away from end about 5 feet. But yeah, I can always use tips. The thing is, these guys would dance pretty well before, and now they might not be lined up quite the same way. This guy and that guy. But we'll see how that handles. I mean, one of the things this sort of operation has to have is a little bit of flexibility. Because trains are never going to arrive, I can make the dance as precise as I possibly can, and it's still going to screw up. It's still going to have weird things happen. Trains are going to run reds when they otherwise wouldn't. And stuff like that. We need to have some flexibility. Where are you going? What the hell was that? Why did you go that way? I thought it was 15 over the Poughkeepsie Bridge, but either way, it was not exciting. It was very slow. I don't know why the heck it just threw the switch to go that way. It needs to go that way. I don't know why it would have ever thrown this switch. Yeah, everything here is on the DLS. Oh, there we go. Okay, it threw it the right way. Just took it goofed. No conductor's perfect. I don't know what to tell you. But now we need to see if this guy figures it out. Between this guy figuring it out and where is he? Where is he? I need to know where he is. Uh-oh. He's here. He's here. Where's the locomotive? It's dropped off the cars. There's the locomotive. I need to know what happens with the turntable. Also, the fact that it leaves the cars on the main station platform is maybe something that I wouldn't do, because the passenger trains there's one now. The passenger trains are fairly frequent, and this guy's going to get hung up waiting for the other one to get out of the way, and then he's going to run behind schedule. It's not going to be pretty. So, this is going to be an interesting circumstance, because this guy needs to get over to the turntable, stop, no, and it should already be aligned. That one's not thrown yet, but I think it's got to go directly across the turntable. Why is this thrown in this direction? Oh, it's going to just go through the engine house? Okay, well, whatever, that works. Also, worst case scenario, I can just tell it to rotate one to the right, but I don't know why it wouldn't work like this. The nice thing about this turntable arrangement is that it's just so simple. What am I clicked on? Oh. Oh, because I have it run to the water column first. Oh! Oh! Because this turntable position isn't what I... Wait a minute. What? Wait. You didn't drive to the turntable. You didn't get on the turntable. Why didn't you drive to the turntable?
Because I was scared.
Huh. Valley Line train does not drive onto turntable. And I don't understand why. So that answers one question. And I really want to end it there now, because I have so many questions to find to answer, or to, like, whose answers I need to adjust, or, you know, whatever. I wish quick drive was still a thing. I don't mean end the video there, I just mean end the simulation there. But I need to go in and I need to mess with stuff now, because I don't know. That was a weird occurrence. Now Scott is stuck. Who is Scott? Oh, let me guess. Bradshaw Fred, huh? Who is Scott? I scrolled by him, didn't I? Back to the top. Scott, 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 Scott. Scott! Yup. Had a feeling. I think I know where he is, too. Nope. Oh, right. That's this guy. Okay, no, that makes sense. Nice. Wolf has a diamond crusher, so. Alright, anyway. Scott's stuck, but that's okay. This guy, I mean, it is a fairly simple set of instructions, and I want to see it play out, but I feel like we have too many questions now. In theory, it's only like a half a dozen maneuvers, and it shouldn't take that long. But heaven knows it will. Let's see. We need to put in a thing for the consumer industries. Olive branch, which... Olive, log transload, fuel drop off. No. Olive branch, forestry, diesel drop off, goods drop off, goods in crate. And that's going to be this. Scott is still stuck. I need some of those programmable signals from OpenTTD that say, train is not stuck, don't send things. What if I made it more mountainous? We're gonna get into mountains at some point. Mountains are just hard. I've done a lot of mountains. I haven't done a lot of good mountains. But the closest we get to mountainous is up here so far. And it is not exactly mountainous, but it is pretty hilly. It's sort of a New England kind of mountainous. It is very, there's a lot of aberrations, which helps. There's supposed to be a road here, but I guess there's no road here anymore. Oh, look, there's a road here. But yeah, we're gonna get further into mountains as time goes on. Reminds me of rural Missouri. But yeah, we're getting some of that. Especially up here. Up here is the most mountainous, I guess. This area is the most remote, and I do love this run through the valley here. Now let's see, we're pulling in. Oh, we're already making this move, which is good. So this is going relatively quickly. Now, I'm going to try to keep this stuff marked as best I can. Please actually couple to it instead of pulling up to the track mark and then leaving, like you've done your job. Somebody else is doing... Oh, right! That's the other thing we need to watch. He actually coupled! Would you look at that? So this happened, right? Which means that other stuff should be going on. We need to figure out if Thomas went to the Magic Railroad or not. Where is he? He's not in here. Where is he? Did he drive off the end of track? I don't see anything moving. Ah, I see him! So he's supposed to go get a caboose and then put it on the train and then leave. Which is the furthest this yard has ever gotten. So I'm glad we stuck it out at least for that. Anyway, this part is working good. He's going to go put that on the train. He's going to put that in there. And then going to run around the train, grab these cars, shove them through here, put them back on the train, put the caboose down here, get on that end of the train, and then leave. It's really pretty straightforward. I kind of trust it. And that's not really the right word here, but... Oh, wait a minute. What the... Oh, because I scrolled to the end by accident. There are still, like, 24 commands at least left in this. But even still, it's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I know we cannot officially name the locomotive Thomas. I mean, we can. I just don't have a... Like, you guys are going to have to keep track of that. I'm not going to... I don't have a place to write that down. I'm not prepared to do that. Do you have sound in your headphones now? Okay, good. I had a feeling that's what it was. Lindsay is, like, booking it through the yard here. Queen of Chaos Lindsay booking it through the yard. Hey, TJ! Hands are cold. Whoa, are you gonna stop? Holy cow, he's just... What was that, Thomas? Something's up with this locomotive. Something's up with the engine spec on this locomotive. Matt! Matt, I need you to fix something. I know what my next reskin is gotta be. Can I get a GRR, one of these with a different engine spec in it, please? Because this one has no brakes. You can clip the hell out of that. Go right ahead. I should have known there was something suspicious about that locomotive, but I thought it was a Trainz AI thing. I don't think it's a Trainz AI thing anymore. I think that has no brakes. So, yeah, I don't know what else to say about that. That's really annoying. I think we're gonna end the AI session here and go and try to fix stuff. And maybe, if I'm lucky, in like a month, when I come back to this, or, 2 weeks. I will be going away in mid-June, by the way, for a couple weeks. There'll be a gap in the videos, but what are you going to do? Scott is still waiting for track clearance. What's going on over there? Hang on. And he's getting followed closely by Bradshaw Fred. Oh, he's in the... Okay, never mind. Now we can't get out. Okay, weird. Why can't you get out? Is there something up with... Is there something ahead of you? No. I have no idea why that signal is red. I don't have a single flaming clue why that signal is red. Oh, wait, this guy. Yeah, okay, I've got to fix that. You're right, Mopac. It's all falling apart. I can no longer get reasonable data out of this. It's time to abort and fix stuff. I guess we'll never know if the programming I did for the for the doodad, for the end of track, for the olive branch, if that works. But you know what? We'll find out later. Okay? Um. Okay. Let's edit this session. Let's see if we can solve some of the problems we just created. Or found. Or created. The last thing that I want to do is the programming of the olive, like the continuing programming of the olive branch. But anyway, no, the first thing that we need to do is this. Where are the track marks? Where have they gone? They're right here. I don't know why they don't show up on the map, but first of all, let's go into the route layer. Second of all, let's make sure these are on the route layer. They are. This should be 2 and 4, and this should be 1 and 3. That's number 1. Why can't I move these? Oh, okay. Just didn't want to be moved. Spin those around, not that it matters. And then put those down like that. Okay, that's one thing done. Why does the express train get lost? Because the track marks are on the wrong track. 1105 needs the switches set. That is not a serious thing. I don't really feel like figuring that out right now. Valley Line train does not drive on a turntable. Okay, I want to look at the Valley Line train schedule very closely, because it's been a while since I've made that. Edit session. Schedule library. GRR Northside Passenger. Valley Line. ML Turntable Stub. Which is here. Theoretically, it should drive across, but I could understand why it wouldn't. I might need a second track mark on the table, and then this one. What I also might need is a track mark here. Now, the thing is, I can see wanting to use the standpipe at the end of the trip. But I want the turnarounds at this end to be short. So, let's try it with an additional track mark on the turntable. And just see how that goes. And in fact, I will set the trigger radius to 5 because we're not really worried about trigger radius on this one. And this is going to be GEML turntable. Notice how this is MLG into MLGE and this is GEML. There's a reason that our standards are this way. Now you can identify which is which without knowing which is which. Alright, that's centered. At least the position 1 was correct, and the position 2 was probably correct as well. It just never got on the turntable. So that's 2 things solved, probably. Hopefully. The interlocking thing, I don't know if I want to worry about it. Oh, the Butler Yard. Oh, you know what? While we're here, there's a spot that I noticed that I want to fix. It's right here. Every time I see these little aberrations with the grid showing through, they're always a very high priority because it takes me 2 seconds to fix them, and once they're fixed, they're fixed. There are no AI problems with that. There are no recurring problems. Once they're done, they're done. It's just one thing that I can knock off the list. Easy peasy. Also, Crossbucks in Mason Valley, that's something that we do need to put down. Like a beach type scene. You wouldn't want to go swimming in this river. There's a reason no one's at the beach here. Crossbucks in Mason Valley. This as well doesn't have crossbucks. Let's see. Can I have the search filter, please? Let's see. I don't really want... Oh, can I have the railroad crossbuck? No, I want the... Not a crossbuck, I just need a railroad crossing sign. Not even those. I want just the yellow railroad crossing sign. Not that yellow railroad crossing sign. That's a whole bunch of railroad crossings that I now have, which I don't really need. Crossbuck. No. Cross. No. Come on. I can't believe we don't have the yellow railroad crossing sign. Like, come on. There it is! I knew it had to be around here somewhere. I'm just going to use this. It's a little bit modern, but this is also a trolley. I haven't a clue which ones are JR. But I need a 3-track one. There's a 2-track one. Unless I just want to use these. Yeah, let's just use these. Look out for the locomotive. Oh, if they're the ones that say JR on them, then yes, I guess I do know which ones they are. Oh, okay, we do have a 3-track one with the JR crossbucks. Now, I'm going to keep the lookout for the locomotive, but now that I know that I have these, that's good. And I'll put one down here, then. But only on this side. This reminds me of when I was up in New Hampshire doing, like, crossing surveys for Pan Am. Hey, Redding. And we saw the most enormous crossbuck that I've ever effing seen. I know I have some photos of it somewhere. I was going to do a slideshow of that. I was going to do, like, a special video. Let's see. Why was it so big? That's a really good question. Because the Boston and Maine didn't F around, is my answer. That's the only answer that I have. You know what? Do we want to go on a field trip? Do you want to go on a field trip with me? Because we can go and find it on Google Earth right now. We can 100% find it on Google Earth right now. I would love a field trip. All right, hang on. I'm still messing with railroad crossing signs. I just need to put... It was like this. It was huge. In fact, I think I'm going to put this over here. I'm going to put these both on this side. Oh, can I have this double-sided? No. I think I know where it is. Let me just make this double-sided. Hang on a second. There we go. We got some railroad crossing signs in here. I think that's... Is that all the railroad crossings in town? I mean, there's got to be more. There's like this one. I'm just gonna put this in here. I'm also gonna make this double-sided because we'll just say they were lazy. Okay, so the thing is, let me fix my screen before I share my screen. That's not the right channel or anything. Not this. Get that out of the way. Move this. Okay. Screen. Google Maps. So, this is along the Hillsborough branch in southern New Hampshire. This was the only sort of set of crossings that I was able to survey in New Hampshire because it was actually kind of close to where I am. I believe it runs. I believe this is it running through Milford here. It's got a lot of interesting crossings. Yeah, so Milford here. I think it was near the airport if I remember right. Okay, so there's this. Used to be a passing siding. Westchester Drive. This might have been it. If I found it immediately. No, that's it. That's not it. These are normal size crossbucks as of August 2013, and I definitely was there after that. But we are on the right track, I think. It was a road that looked a lot like that. I don't think it was this one because I don't remember it being dirt. No, that's a private road. It wasn't this one. I think it might have been further. Yeah, okay. So that in that direction is just the quarry service. It wasn't that one. It's not that one. Is it this one then? I don't think so. This seems too urbanized. No, this was not it. It was captured in August 2019, although this is relatively new, but that crossbuck is not. Wasn't Union Street. Was it Powers Street? Apparently not. And again, image capture 2013. I'm going to be really upset if I can't find it. The B&M did have a lot of manned crossings, and they hung on to them, especially the urban ones, for a very long time. For an unusually long time, you might say. There's this crossing. I saw a train at this. This is insanity. Agili's was super jealous of that. Old Nashua Road was not it, but I remember that being a bad one. Northern Boulevard, which is the most understated boulevard in the world. That's not train track. Train track's this way. There it is! It's humongous. It makes the stop sign look short. This is a normal size stop sign and pole. It's tall. It's half as tall as the telephone pole. It's not messing around. It's taller than the Google car. It's also strapped to a piece of rail. So anyway, yeah, I hope you guys liked this field trip. This is what I got to take pictures of. Also, this is a Pan Am crossing. You can tell because it sucks. This is one of the better ones. But the track. This is also a better example. I saw the worst track work I've seen in my life, and that includes, like, the DNS. Look at that! Pan Am is terrible. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the massive crossbuck. Now back to your regularly scheduled programming. Hillsborough. Did I say Hillsborough? Hillsborough. Oh, okay. Hillsborough is like at the far end of the line too. The tracks don't run there anymore. It's just what comes to mind when I hear it. Oh. Hey, I never know. Um, I'm not going to do crossbucks for the narrow gauge right now. Because I'll probably be copy-pasting stuff over this at some point. Not working on that side of the river yet. Crossbucks in Mason Valley. Bam. One more thing taken care of. Valley line signals. Let's get rid of some damn signals, because this is insane. I think I can just get rid of these. Just straight up get rid of them. Unless there's a reason we need to bring them back, I don't see a reason to have them. I'm also going to scoot this and this in this direction. The other thing I'm going to get rid of is a bunch of these other signals. Look at them. They're everywhere. I had a real problem back when I made this. Also, all of the okay, not here, but so many places, all of the like switch stands are like switch motors, and it's like, why would they be that way? What's also insane, you don't have limit contextual info enabled. What do you mean? I don't know what you're saying. I don't know what that means. I mean, it probably is insane, but is that all the like hover stuff? Is that what that means? I don't know what that does. Never seen this man before in my life. Can I have one of these signals, but it's on the left side? Prevents the splines from popping up when you have another menu on. Oh. Splines? I want to grab one of these signals. Actually, probably one of these. And put it... Well, maybe I can just throw down a US and S semaphore here. We'll have our one semaphore. I also need to make sure all the switches are aligned so that when I actually like run this way, it still points at something. But oh shoot, get out of here. Had the filter up. US and S style. Blah 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 blah. Yes. Yes. I'm gonna move this to over here in Surveyor 2.0. And I'll be right back. Oh, crud. There we go. That window's kind of broken. You're welcome. I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna move it over here. Yes, my love. Okay. Okay, there's only one issue, which is that this is on the wrong track. Ah, there we go. There we go. I have no idea if the signal's gonna work. I might just be asking for trouble. But, you know. What is that? Okay. Once again with the signals. I still think having the dwarfs outbound is not a bad thing. Or having the dwarfs on the siding, at least. So hold on. Actually, what dwarves do I have? Do I have any semaphore dwarves? Because they would be really, really neat. I don't know if I have any semaphore dwarf signals. I have some JR ones. Safe Trainz, Signal Dwarf, Signal Dwarf. No, I don't have anything, like, neat. I'll just put on some regular ones. Because otherwise I won't be able to have a train pull into the siding and stop. Trains will be mad at me. Okay. Also, this, because it's access to the main line, I think I might add another dwarf here. I don't want to go too insane, like I said, but they're all off the main line, so that should help. Now I'm going to take a look at this and make sure. So this one goes to the right, this one goes to the left. These both go to the right, to the left, to the right, across the bridge. There's another one right here. Get rid of it. Across the bridge to the right, based on the points, to the left, and then that seems fine. And then we get to here, and then it just turns into whatever. Didn't I once recommend to use the DNRGW C48s on the DLS? You may have. I might already have those around. The thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a USNS style signal to this as well. Or at least maybe I'll add it to, like, here instead of here. Yeah, I might add it to the end of the bridge. Like so. So now we have two of these. One sort of governs the entrance into the yard here, and then the other one lets the passenger train out. Yeah, again, I'm thinking, well, the thing is, there's no real easy, like, place to compile a freight train here, so I guess it wouldn't matter. I am going to call this fixed again, maybe. Oh, really important thing, the thing that's in caps, deleting the train that I left on the olive branch. That's probably something to take care of. It's probably the thing I should have done first. Thanks. Now here's the thing. I really want to add a fifth car to this train, or another car to this train. I don't know if throwing an extra car on here is going to make that much of a difference. Is there official roster? Yes, actually there is. I can show you that a little later if you'd like to see it. It is a little bit loose because my quantities for my quantities for what, like the number of a specific class of engine that the railroads had were pretty loose, so I could fit it in a certain format. But yeah, yeah, technically yes. Okay, so I need to switch to seed because I just did this. Then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I want to take those, and again, just to get them out of the way and sort of free up a thing, I want to put them over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're just going to see how many we can fit. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we're going to call it 14, which is 2 trains, I guess. I guess if you want to, that's fine. Yeah, I mean, I don't care. I mean, if you download this route, you can put whatever the hell you want on it. I'm not gonna, you know, I'm not gonna come after you. That's for sure. I will just be like, oh, cool, you downloaded my route. Would you run on it? You know, you could put Gevos and stacks on this, and I'm probably just gonna, you know, chuckle. It's not a big deal. You can run whatever you want. There are certain rosters. You're gonna put a plane? Okay, that wouldn't be the worst thing I've seen. I'm also gonna delete these cars. Oh, would these cars be here already, though? Because, let's see. No, they would probably be... The cut of cars that lives here would probably be shuffled back into the train in the morning. They wouldn't just be hanging out here. There isn't a storage side. Oh, I guess there is. There is this as a storage siding. We don't use this during the session, so I might also store some more here if we end up needing more. What, baby? Okay, tell her I said hi. The thing we don't have, like, any space for is storage of wood chips. And the thing is, the wood chips don't really, like, they don't go anywhere. So, I don't know, I guess they might have to live here. We have this tank car, by the way, and I don't even know if that's supposed to be here. But most of the stuff, you know, this is just like storage. It was for me to keep track of stuff. And so I should probably be moving it off to, I don't know, anywhere else. Yeah, and the only thing that I really don't know where to put is the wood chips cars. We don't just have a storage yard. Between, you know, most of these tracks that I'm not using, the cars are just here. And we might end up having to move them later if we need the yard space. For now, they're just empty tracks. I feel like we're going to need them later, but I don't know if we're certain. Yeah. But I moved one thing out of the way, so there's that. That's better than nothing. These 3 cars of lumber, I don't remember why they're on that track. But also, these guys, I think, are outbound empties. Like, there's a reason they're here. I don't know why these are here. But, because this is an AI-centric stream, we need to do the AI thing. A recalibrate turntable track mark. No, hold on. We're not doing that. Actually, sorry. Next thing we have to do is this. Because these guys are nudged right into the buffer stops. I need to pull them back a little bit. Because it's causing problems. So, there we go. Okay. We're getting somewhere here. That's another thing knocked off the list. Um, Something else we should probably figure out is if we have another Mikado with a different engine spec. Um, I might ask Matt specifically if he can do that one up for me quick, or if anyone wants to figure out if they can reskin that Mikado, which it is the GA F63 Class 2821. I don't know if this is a reskin of a Ben Neal model. I don't know if it was given a new engine spec when that happened, but this is not useful. This does not help. Does anyone know? If anyone knows if this, belongs to a different, whatchamahoo's it? Let me know. Oh, are these the C? These are the C-48s. Yeah, they're right here. They're ready to go. Anyway. Let me turn off the search filter. We might have to deal with Thomas going to the Magic Railroad repeatedly. I don't know what to say on that front. Where's my Tolbrand reskin project thread? Yeah, Tolbrand Peninsula. There we go. If you're in the Discord and you feel like trying to figure out if you can reskin this and fix the engine spec, hit me up. You can find the Tolbrand Peninsula thread in the in the fake model railroading channel. That might be the next thing that has to be reskinned. Again, I usually don't ask, but I need a Mikado that doesn't drive off the end of the track. And Mikados are a little tough to come by. At least coal-fired ones, anyway. The Gory and Defeated one is really nice. I also don't know if that is a different engine spec. That's probably a good question. I deleted the random train there. Oh, right. Okay. Continue programming Olive Branch. We didn't get to figure out if there was room for that train, but there should be room for that train. Okay, here's the thing. Here's what we need to remember. When that train comes back, and now I'm going to put this train down again. Just make sure I freaking delete it this time. Where is it? It's just under test, I think. Test. When this train comes back, it should look like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We drop off 5. We have 1, 2, this, bop, 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 bop. Right? No, wrong. We have this arrangement with a caboose on the end, or on that end. And we have an engine. Oh, look, it actually gives me the right one. Well, I don't want that. We're going to use the U into diesel. Anyway. Oh no, it's freelance diesel, sorry. I saw this underneath it. No, that's what we'll use. This is not cursed. Don't worry. Something I would do in Geiger Mountains. These 4 cars are going to be full. This is going to be empty. These are going to be empty. These being empty, where do they need to go? They need to go into Geiger. So they need to get put in the relevant track over here. I need to take a screenshot of which track is which. Because we should be compiling things to go to Geiger on these tracks. In fact, one of these tracks would have stuff that goes to Geiger. I just don't remember which one. I think maybe this one. So, point is, we would pull around here, through here, back down onto this track, just like the other one, and then pull off 2 cars, put them over here, pull off 1 car, and actually run it onto um, somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe here even, if we were to clear this out. But I think this is being used. Um, or we drop that off and then we use the consolidation to do that, while the mogul goes, grabs another caboose, grabs another cut of cars, or even just runs light back down the branch line to get another full load of logs. Um, the reason we need that time in between, and the reason we do need time in between, is because that log setup, or the forestry, is going to take time to reload the logs. I don't know how quickly. In fact, I can check. But that's one of the important things. So we need to give how much time in between loads here. Rate 1. 1 every 30 seconds. 1 every 30 seconds, where's my calculator? 1 every 30 seconds, 30 seconds time, or well, 30 seconds is half a minute. So 0.5 times 45 logs is full. That is 22 minutes. That is not a lot of time. I don't know how long it takes to just drive from one end to the other and back, but I bet it's more than 20 minutes if you include the switching maneuvers. So if we have pulls in here, backs into this siding, right? Cuts off the boxcars, puts them with the Geiger stuff, runs either back to the caboose or just grabs a new one, and then heads out. Maybe even with a wood chip gone. Then we have the consolidation pull off, grab, the things, and then sort of continue its business. That's the thing. It's sort of a question of, what do I need the consolidation to do afterward? And also, we have a switcher in here, which is supposed to be handling the yard stuff. So what happens? Do we wait until that train leaves and then the consolidation pulls off and go? I think the consolidation pulls off and tucks itself in the engine house, which is the right thing to do. And then when it does that, the NW comes out. Or it waits until that happens, it drops the train off, then the NW comes out and starts moving stuff around. The other thing we haven't done is we haven't figured out the other trains that are going to be coming in during the day. But one thing at a time, and we need to just figure out when we have downtime. One of the trains that's got to come by in the morning is the train that's bringing all the refined oil from up north down. I know I'm just rambling at this point, and I apologize. But this is what we got to figure out. Point is, let me delete this train so it's out of the way. Point is, what I have to do next, or the end of this episode, I guess. Hi, Venkman. The end of this episode is going to be edit session, schedule library. We need to handle OB1 now that it has an extra car. And now the thing is, I don't think that's going to be a big deal. So uncouple from vehicle number 9. This is after drives to GEOB log transfer main. Uncouple from vehicle number 9. I don't think that's going to change. And then everything of here will not change until couple at Olive Branch Mill Goods. Oh, we're already back at the mill. We're already at the mill. Log transfer main. So you couple there again, and then you take off. And then you do it again, you uncouple from vehicle number 4. That's not going to matter. What's going to matter is, after you do all this stuff, which, notice there are quite a few commands up here, to the point where it doesn't even say how many, so that's probably more than 99. Which is kind of disappointing that it doesn't say how many. After it does all of this, right, I assume the last car that gets loaded, and I am assuming this. We can go and test this right now, if we want. But I will assume the last car that gets loaded gets less load. It doesn't get equally distributed across everything. I really want to test this. I just don't know how I can replicate the exact circumstances. Okay, I think I know how. I think I know how. All right, exit surveyor. Let's save, as always. Not doing stuff and not saving. Um, thank you for the clip. um, okay. We're gonna have to go to the thing. I'm gonna set up an identical setup with the forestry and some stub tracks, and we're gonna see if we can get this to sort of fill up. Okay. Go back to select route. Where's my test route? New route. Edit session. As always, switch to route layer. And there's going to be some stuff missing, but that's okay. That's the way it goes. I'm just going to move this stuff out of the way. I'm just going to put this guy over here. I'm just going to put this guy over here. And I'm going to add a forestry to this. Yeah. Forestry. Can I put... So, the revelation that I'm having right now is actually that the track... What the hell? Is actually that the track here is a lot... This is weird. The loading track is shorter than I expected. Shorter than I remembered. Anyway. Why is it like this? I'm just going to move this down to the end. And I'm going to move this down to the end. Signal 34. Or I'm just going to... Oh, right, wrong thing. Now I'll move it to the end. Always the wrong command, man. Always the wrong command. Let me just try to... No, this is weirdly shaped now. I am confused what I have done. Are they... Is it better now? Okay, yeah, that's normal. Fixed. Cool. First things first. What I want to do is grab this, set it to 1 start amount, and it's going to be 45. There we go. I'm going to swap this Trainz consist out. I love just accumulating stuff, if you guys haven't noticed yet. Logs 50-foot clinch. 1, 2, 3, 4. Insufficient space, of course. How deep does the rabbit hole go? You found a traction generator for our RDC-1? Or RDCE? Please do tell, do tell. Alright, let's, Grand Truck Noodle is always a win. Spin that around. Click, click. Steal one off the East Broad Top M1. I just watched that video, too. I just watched Heiss's video of the M1. Okay, does this guy already have a command setup, driver setup. Who has the wet noodle? Nobody. Okay. I just want you to drive to Nope. I neither have drive to nor navigate to. That's not helpful. I guess I never needed them. Um, drive to. Drive to Forestry 1, log pickup, load, and then drive to track mark end. Drive session. Okay, so does look small to fit underneath. Nice. Alright, so I just need to see if when this loads, if it loads 10, 10, 10, 10, 5. That's what I want to know. Oh, there go the baby faces. I love all my half-baked crap on this world. I don't know where this guy's going. Oh, I don't remember what this guy's supposed to be doing, actually. Couple at line 1. Alright, don't do that. I don't know what he was going to try to couple to. Everybody loves the noodle. Alright, when are you going to stop? He's already putting the brakes on, that's good. Please don't tell me you're going to try to drive further than the signal, or you're going to roll right through the red signal and cost me 2 minutes of my time. Shh. Yes, it's the green screen. Okay. Come on, do it, and then I can figure it out, and then we can end the episode so I can go watch John Wick 3. Gloria is currently making a pizza, and I think I'm gonna work from home tomorrow. Lafayette was not a good boy today. When we left him alone all day while I was at my job and Gloria was at theirs. So, you know, maybe I'll just stay home tomorrow. Keep an eye on the pup. He gets into the cat box and causes chaos. Thankfully, it didn't end in him like throwing up everywhere, because it has. Hey, are you gonna put the brakes on? Because you're here. Okay. It's like me in Derail Valley. Alright, stop. Stop. Oh, wait, the siding is way down here, huh? Oh, will we have enough room? Oh, I don't know if I made enough room. We probably will have enough room. The other thing is, will this get done in less than 30 seconds so that we don't have a weird 6th log here? That won't make a functional difference in the end, but I'm worried that it might. Alright, 10, 10, 10, good so far. This is what I live for, by the way. If you guys can't tell, like, how enthusiastic I am about this, I really love AI. It is terrible, and it drives me up a wall, but I love the AI in this game. I love being able to make the railroad run itself. That was the other axiom that I made, you know, this buy. That I made Tollbrand buy. 5. And then it's going to take off. Uh-oh, no, here it comes. Oh, no. Oh, no, are we going to get a random 6th log? Is it going to try to load it into the locomotive? Yep, 1 log. Nope, it didn't pick up the 6th log. Alright, now it's going to go drive to the... Alright, cool. Alright, now we just need to figure this out. Save. Save. Okay. Select route. Nope. I wish I could hide the stuff that I didn't own. Can I? Installed. Oh, then I lose the horseman route. Whatever. Mission accomplished. Let's edit session. This isn't even all British stuff. There's a couple British things in here. I know that's Russian in the background, isn't it? Um, but it does put into perspective how big a P-42 is compared to some of this stuff, even though a P-42 is not a large locomotive by U.S. standards. In fact, they're pretty small. It does rotate randomly. That's true. You're good point. I wasn't paying attention to the one that you were making a comment about. Or the arrangement that you were making a comment about specifically. All right, back to route layer. So we have an extra car in here, and I'm gonna have to go up here. And there's gonna be nothing in here. There is a lot of British stuff. I wish it would just pull randomly from your pool of installed locomotives. That'd be really cool. Alright. Okay. So this is, give me this, give me this. It's going to be GEOB siding 1. Or no, sorry. GEOB forestry siding 1. Oh, sorry. Forestry siding end. It is pizza time? There's not really a space for the pizza, but you can put it up there.
I even cut it myself.
I'm proud of you. You did a job.
It's a little jank.
It's okay. I've done worse.
Are you almost done?
I am going to be done very shortly if I can figure this out easily.
Just a heads up, I am 3 Mike's Hard Strawberry.
I can tell. Don't worry. No heads up required.
I love you, though.
Have you seen part 3 before?
Yes.
Okay, good. As long as this isn't your first go around with it, so that you're not like, I don't remember, I was drunk.
I believe so.
No, you believe so.
I think I was pretty high when I watched it the first time.
Okay, so we recouple to. Okay, so we put. What was that?
The hatches for the pickle car.
Oh, jeez.
It's okay, they're in
Uncouple from vehicle 2. Navigate to end of track. Uncouple from vehicle number 1. I'm getting there. Then go couple at forestry main 1. Wait 5 seconds. And then you push the whole train to forestry main 2. Okay, instead of doing that, I want you to uncouple at 1. So you take 1 car with you. Wait, no. 0, 1, no, 2. Uncouple at 2. Uncouples from 2. Babe, you're gonna have to stop. I love you, but this is gonna be an event. Alright, and then I needed to drive to track mark GEOB forestry siding end 1. There. Wait for 5 seconds. Alright, you're gonna have to stop. You're gonna.
This is just me being normal.
No, it's you being 3 Mike's Hards in. Okay, wait for 5 seconds, and then uncouples from 1, and then go drive to pick up the rest of the train and go. We're just dropping off one empty one half full log car, which we will then come back for in like 20 minutes. That's it. What? That's the one that's for this. Where's the other one? Oh, did it go in the other room?
Probably.
Then yes, but it's probably not synced. Um, I do. All right, I think that's it. We're gonna say I'm gonna mark that off as I don't know what that was. Um, I'm gonna mark that as done, and we'll see how it goes. And I will see you all next week. This is the Admiral signing off. By the way, it's gonna be scenery heavy next week, so